Schwag's on strike. Oh, good shout straight away. And he's got him. Soka de Silva says that is a perfect delivery first up. And just the way Vas got his first wicket yesterday, he pulls another rabbit out of the bag here today.
Disaster start for the Indians over here. This one really pitched right on the spot. Sehwag tentative, really stranded on the crease, and that's out. Bingo. So the Indians, 1 for none.
Sehwag is on his way. Very first ball of this match. India have lost their very first wicket off the very first ball, and INDvsSL is making his way to the middle. Fine form in the last match against Sri Lanka, where India picked up their first win of the Coca-Cola Cup, 87 not out to the tall right-hander. And he is going to have his work cut out here this morning, because Chaminda Vas has got this ball on a string. Inside edge saved Laxman on this occasion. This is magnificent bowling. When you look at the replay, Sid, of Schwag's dismissal, there wasn't a hell of a lot he did wrong. The first delivery on a cold morning, well, not cold morning, but obviously early on, and he played pretty straight. This time Laxman just got an inside edge.
That's the team lineup. It's a very formidable Indian lineup over there. Rahul Dravid in the middle. He'll do the sheet anchor. Hemang Badani. So we've got two fast bowlers, Zahir Khan, Sheesh Nehra. Rithindra Sodhi is the all-rounder, coupled with Yuvrajvssl.
Outside the line this time. Laxman getting that front foot out from the crease line, and again on target though. That was not a bad shout, and it was just the extension of that front foot that saved Laxman there.
Have a look at that for a record. 43.41. What an average. 6,500 runs. Well, he's really been very phenomenal. 72 was the strike rate. So he really has been a handful. Been a match winner for India and been very consistent over the years. He and Sachin Tendulkar do make a very formidable, very lethal opening pair. Average against Sri Lanka, 45. So he's really done very well against the Lankans.
Now this will be a very good contest. In fact, Ganguly will have to be at his best, I feel, this morning against not only Vas. Gone. Trying to get the first run off the bat, and this is the first time he probably got it in the middle of the bat and straight to Sangakkara. Ganguly is on his way, and Vas picks up another.
That's a bad delivery, a rank bad delivery to pick up a wicket. Very short, wide. Ganguly failing to keep it down. Really didn't roll the wrist. An easy catch. That is easy meat for Sangakkara. He accepts it gleefully. And the Indians really are in a soup. 2 wickets down for 7.
The side of Rahul Dravid, who's making his way to the middle, and not often that you're batting at 4, especially in a one-day game, and yet to see a run off the bat in your team's innings. So maybe Rahul Dravid might be the one to supply that first run off the bat. So far 7 extras. Good record there from Dravid. He played nicely in the last match, of which he was the stand-in captain.
Right up there, and the ball on its way down to third man. Another single. Well, Roshan, they couldn't have had a better start.
Certainly, it's a great start for the Sri Lankans. I'm sure that is what they would have expected, and that's one of the reasons that Sanath sent them in first. Certainly, the ball is moving around.
Well, that's well played. Beautifully struck into the covers for 4. Well, that's what they need. A few more shots like that, and they'll fix this problem. So Dravid and Laxman out there at the moment, both of them very good players. This is Drive. Lovely shot.
Certainly, Rahul being the other senior partner, sure he must be expecting a big score here. It hasn't been an excellent series for him. So it's a lovely shot and a beautiful start for Rahul.
Oh, good shot. Very well played. Straight down the ground for 4.
It's a beautiful shot, and Rahul is just getting his timing right, and I'm sure he must be trying to build a sizable score here, and it was a lovely shot. There you are, straight down the line. You couldn't ask for anything better. Just a copybook style drive by Rahul Dravid.
That's nice timing and well fielded. Marvinado Padu, who effected that magnificent run out yesterday. Over the top and quite fine too. That'll go for 4, will it? Oh, good effort. Good effort. Great effort. Well, now then, that's 5. That's got to be 5. That's hit his hat. Oh, umpire, come on. Let's have a look. Let's ask the question. Has it hit the hat? That's the question.
I know we got to look for it. But it's a brilliant save. It did hit the hat, but you can't blame the umpire at this stage. Obviously, you won't be able to see it.
Well, the question is, did it hit the hat? When I suppose on the guy's head, I think it's okay if it hits your hat accidentally while it's on your head. That's just part of your clothing. It's when your hat is not attached to your head, so to speak. It'll definitely hit the hat there. There's no doubt about that.
Certainly, it's not on, Tony, but I'm sure the fielder also wouldn't have realized it. But it's a pity. But it was a brilliant save by Suresh Pereira.
Yeah, I feel very humble about it. Oh, good shot. That's a wonderful shot. Oh, what? This is the way we like to see Laxman bat. Wonderful pull over the top of mid-wicket for 4. 29 for 2.
It's a wicket that Sri Lanka needed. I'm sure they'll put them in trouble now. I'm sure India is in a bit of trouble right now.
Yes, it's certainly brought smiles to their faces. This is what happens. This is a big wicket. There's no doubt about that. Laxman just checking his shot there. The ball going in the air on the offside, and it's a lollipop catch. Delaro Fernando has got a very important wicket here. VVS Laxman is out caught in the covers, and he's out for 10 just when he was starting to look dangerous. Well, it's now 31 for 3. Well, the new batsman is Badani. He's not had a great time. Hemang Badani, he's a left-hander, and you can see a strike rate which is perfectly acceptable there. He's got one that's just in excess of 70, and a batting average is not too bad. He's certainly a good player. We've seen him play some very good cricket, but at the moment just a little bit tentative. You just look at him, he looks a little bit down in the mouth, so to speak. I'd just like to see him relax a little bit because he's got some talent. There's no doubt about that.
That's a poor shot. Another wicket goes down. In the context of the game at the moment, with India 38 for 3, that's not a poor shot, it's a dreadful shot. Badani departs. Sri Lanka have taken another wicket, and India in deep trouble.
A good wicket for Sri Lanka. Mahela Jayawardene taking that catch, travelling at great speed. A good reward for some honest fast bowling by the Sri Lankans. India 38 for 4 and in trouble.
Yuvrajvssl is the new man out here for the Indians. India in deep trouble. 38 for 4. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal here. Wide signal, plenty of movement after the ball went past Yuvraj. Again, a pacey delivery.
This is a quick one from Dilhara Fernando, really bending his back, and Yuvraj Singh trying to get away. A lot of swerve after it leaves the batsman. There you could see there's nothing touching it, but once it leaves the batsman, it swings away. Dilhara Fernando generating great pace even in his 7th over.
Yuvraj gets that away. The timing is good. And the first boundary for the young left-hander. The 50 coming up for the Indians as well. Really had to reach out for that one.
Runs when they come will give him loads of confidence. That's almost on the full. Timing perfect, placement good, and the slower ball. He checks his shot there. He realizes that Suresh Pereira has cut the ball rather than swing it, and he checks his shot there, just there, but his timing spot on.
That's a fine shot. Lovely timing. Everything right about it. Second boundary for Yuvraj. That'll make him feel a lot better. He was in total control of the shot.
Top shot there. Top hand in control. Foot to the pitch of the ball. Placement perfect. A shot that will give this batsman loads of confidence.
More often than not, if you both go, you'll get home. Oh, he's nudged that one fine. That's running away down towards the fine leg boundary. It won't go all the way. The fire moodily did it in the fieldsman.
Just guided that delivery. Gentle little nudge.
That one's a bit short and in the air, but that'll go for 4. Not before time. It's been a while since we've seen a boundary, and that might just relieve the pressure somewhat. So 4 to India. It's 86 for 4.
A very important phase in the innings. 2 spinners bowling in tandem. Bowling a very tight leash.
That's the 50 partnership. 71 balls, and this partnership now starting to take on some meaningful proportions. What they've got to do is make sure they kick on.
Certainly have partnership worth 50. Rahul Dravid is 28, and Yuvraj Singh is really raced away to 25. So it really has been a bit of rebuilding work for the Indians.
That's again powerfully struck off the back foot. That's a tremendous shot from Yuvraj Singh. There is a man on the point boundary, but the placement was spot on here. That's a quality shot.
Definitely, it's not only the placement, you must see the power that he executed. That was a beautiful shot, and he managed to pierce it through the 2 fielders.
That's a lovely clean hit. He's peppered the onside field. The placement excellent.
Ravi, I totally agree with you, Ravi. I think they look at that shot, you know, perfect placement, and it clears.
And that single now bringing up his half century. This is a good innings. His second in one-day internationals. The first was on his debut. So it's taken a long time coming, but it couldn't have come at a better time for India. 50 of 67 balls and 4 boundaries punctuating his innings. And that single bringing up the 100-run partnership. So good fight back by India. Dravid and Yuvraj doing the job. And when you consider the side was 38 for 4, this partnership coming in pretty good time. 128 balls, 71 minutes. And India now in a good position to set a platform from where they can reach a score of around 220. So Jayasuriya continuing, and he's got the breakthrough. He beat Dravid earlier in his innings with one that spun across, but this is excellent work by Kaluwitharna. Dravid looking to play away on the onside, beaten by the sharp turn, and little Kaluwitharna has whipped the bails in a flash, and the partnership has been broken.
Definitely, it's a brilliant stumping by little Kalu. That's what the Sri Lankans needed there.
So Dravid departs for 47, 140 for 5. Ritendra Sodhi is the new man out here for the Indians. Sri Lanka have broken the partnership, a partnership that added over 100 runs.
Yuvraj delivering that today.
Three runs and a wicket from that over. 143 for 5. Pulled away. Nice delivery there. Messina. Ten overs to go now, so we're at the death of this first innings by India. Oh, great stroke. Magnificent footwork from Sodhi. He got close to the ball and down the onside of the pitch it just raced away to the boundary. Great start to the last 10.
Top shot here by Sodhi. Secret was getting to the pitch of the ball. Quick use of his feet, nullifying any turn, picks the gap straight past the bowler, and what a lovely shot. Perfect start for the last 10 overs for India.
Muralidharan is back. Quick single at the bowler's end. Oh, and Muralidharan dropped the ball. That was a run out. Definitely Jayasuriya did all the work.
Excellent work here by Sanath Jayasuriya. Sodhi flicking it away. Yuvraj calling, going into the danger end. Sanath Jayasuriya quick to spot it, but Muralidharan fails to collect the ball, and had he done so, Sodhi would have been gone. Excellent work by the Sri Lankan captain, at least a couple of yards outside the crease, and that's something that the Sri Lankans might do later on.
That's a good stroke. Didn't quite get it through the field. Now this is sloppy work from Muralidharan. He's losing the plot here a little, using his foot to stop the ball.
All boils to one thing, how confident you are in the middle. Yuvraj Singh has been exceptional today. A phenomenal recovery from the Indian point of view. They were struggling at 38 for 4 at one stage.
He's blasted that one down the ground. Yes, I can tell you that no matter what happens from here on in, when Yuvraj Singh finishes this innings of his today, if I was his captain, I'd take him into the corner and I'd say to him, listen, more of the same, please. You can play. Today should be an example. You can play even when the pitch is a bit flirty. You're back to the wall. We want more of the same from you.
Certainly, Tony, you've got to back your natural instincts. There's no point imitating others.
Oh, he's hit that one beautifully. He smashed that one away. It's gone all the way. Magnificent shot. Yuvraj Singh is on song today. And all of India will be grateful for that. That is for sure.
Certainly turning the heat over there. Yuvraj Singh peppering the onside field. Picked it on the up and into the board. And I can tell you, that shot took some paint off the board over there. Really rocketed into that board. Fantastic. Really turning the heat, Yuvraj.
And again on leg stump and flicked away nicely. That's nicely fielded as well. Just one for Yuvraj that time. Yes, they've decided that the ball needs to be replaced. It's not surprising either. That's the ball, the old one. It's pretty tattered and torn. And so that single now also brings up the 50 partnership. Well, they've only got 5 wickets left, so they need to still kick on a bit. That's well played, just a bit short. They've got to go for more runs here. This could go to the boundary. Is this going to be 4? It'll be close. No, it's being picked up there, but they'll get 3.
It's certainly not an easy shot to play. Playing against the spin, Muthaiya Muralidharan always derives a lot of turn from the wicket. Sodhi once again in a position where he had to really make room and cut that delivery. A risky shot, but he got away with it. Don't matter how they come, ultimately, it's a very well-controlled shot.
Well, that's short, and it's whacked away on the onside. There are 3 men back there, so that's well played. He slipped again. He slipped again. Let's have a look at his boots. Let's have a look at him. Are there any spikes in those boots, or are there spikes in the heel? That one whacked away on the onside. Just watch him get down the centre. As soon as you start to stop, if you've got no spikes in your heel, there we are. Well, it looked as if he... yes, I've got to tell you, that's another run that's gone begging. Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him. That's disappointing. Sodhi, who's made a useful contribution here, has got just a little bit too cocky out there. He tried to run that one down to 3rd man, and he just succeeded in dragging it back onto the stumps.
You've got to learn from your mistakes. Now, he was dismissed in a similar fashion playing at the Katarama. You cannot afford to cut Muthaiya Muralidharan. Now he's turning and you're playing against the spin. That occasion, Sodhi not learning from his mistakes and perishing. Too much of risk. 197 for 6.
Well, if ever Samir Digay was needed, it's today. He's got to make a contribution here. So far, we've seen a couple of useful partnerships, a couple of back-to-back partnerships. They need another one. And Digay, who's 32 years of age, will know what's required. Oh, that's out. Caught behind. First ball. Useful delivery. A little bit wide, mind you. Fishing. Trying very hard to get a little edge on that one. And unfortunately for Digay, he succeeded. He really needed to get his feet across, get moving a little bit. He didn't, and that's the end of him.
Elhara Fernando really getting into the act. That one really swinging away from the batsman. Just having a nibble at that one, nicking that. And he would be disappointed with that shot, Samir Digay. India rocked onto the back foot once again. 200 for 7. In walks Harbhajan Singh. Really is a dynamo when it comes to batting. I can assure you of one thing, he won't hold anything back. Look at that strike rate, 86.6. That's very important. Now in a situation like this, it's always nice to have a man like that.
Well, I tell you what, he's got that one away. That'll he'll settle for that. Thank you very much. A little bit flirty as well. That could well have gone the same way as Digay. However, all is well that ends well. Harbhajan managing to get some bat on that one.
Again, the act straight away, making room. On that occasion, was looking to hit it over point. Found the edge. What matters is India got 4 runs.
Yes, Harbhajan didn't look as if he was all that interested in that. Have a look at where his feet are. Way outside leg stump. Yes, he doesn't want to get a reputation for being scared. Yuvraj on 80 he is at the moment. Oh, great shot. Wonderful shot. Through the gap for 4. That equals his best ever score in one-day international cricket. 84 not out. Well played.
Certainly is not an easy shot to play. Really was shot. And he's hit it through the covers. Now he's hit it in front of the wicket. Really as crisp as a cracker, that one. Really raced to the boundary like a rocket.
He's had a tonk all right, and unfortunately he's missed it totally. That's the end of that. The stumps are all over the place. Well, the end of Harbhajan Singh. Off spinners don't like getting out to off spinners from the other team. Unfortunately, that's happened to Harbhajan. He's on his way.
All I said was that he's going to have a tonk, and he did have a tonk, but he wasn't effective. He's been beaten, and he's taken the bait. Hook, line, and sinker. So Harbhajan Singh departs. 8 wickets down for 213.
So Zahir Khan is the new batsman. We know that he can hit it the long way if he gets onto it, and he's just having a little chat to his colleague there, another youngster, Yuvraj. Oh, he's hit that one like a rocket. Absolute rocket. It's gone screaming to the boundary at mid-wicket. So another 4. This is turning out to be a much better over. So with just 1 ball to go, 9 runs scored.
Shot, and Yuvraj Singh has gone on to 96 with that shot. Really was a cracking shot. Swiveled onto the front foot. Have a look at that. Got into position early. Loads of time.
What are the chances of a century? What are the chances of a 6 now? 6 off the last ball of the innings. Go on, son. Smash it out the ground. Let's have a look at this. Oh, down the ground she goes. On the ground, unfortunately. So he won't get his 100. It's back for the second. Can they get some overthrows as well? No. Back for 2. So Yuvraj Singh manages to get back down there. He really is struggling. He's got the cramps again. He's going to have to be carried off the ground. And, well, he probably deserves to get carried off the ground. 98 not out in the 50 overs that have been bowled now. He's going to need a bit of treatment during the lunch break.
What a phenomenal recovery this has been from the Indian point of view.
India need to win, and they are to defend 227. And for Sri Lanka, if they want to face New Zealand in the final at Premadasa, they need to knock over the Indians here, knock off this run chase of 228 in their 50 overs. Jayasuriya, of course, is the man to lead the way. He's got a terrific record. Strike rate is massive. His best of 189 is astonishing, really, in just 50 overs. Can he get going today in conditions which, in the last 2 days anyway, have suited the new ball bowlers? That was lunch, Sid.
Well, be okay. But the situation over here is that India are really fighting it out to stay in the tournament. It's going to be very crucial. They've got to pick up early wickets. And there's an interesting observation that I have made at the SSC. 11 wickets have fallen to the faster bowlers. 9 out of those 11 wickets have fallen in the first 10 overs. So it's going to be very crucial whether the Indians can pick those wickets in the first 10 overs.
Zahir Khan is more than capable. He's a similar bowler to Chiminavas, not as experienced and quite as fine-tuned, but he has that ability to take the ball away from the left-hander. Great stroke. Magnificent. That's why they're trying to unsettle him, because if he settles in here on a pitch which has got a bit of pace and bounce, he will carve the Indians up.
Certainly, you've got to back up that aggression with accuracy. That moment straying outside the off stump, that is one of Jayasuriya's strong points. Deliberately slicing that bat over the top. Away she goes. 4 runs to the kitty.
And it's good to see little Kaluwatarana back at the top with Sanath Jayasuriya. He's looked a pretty good touch. He's been getting to 30s pretty consistently in this tournament. He's now got to face up to some quality bowling in Nehra. A good start by Ashish Nehra. That is perfect. Get that one to go away. Maybe another one towards the slip cord and then bring one back. A 3-card trick.
Bit of a wave movement for Ashish Nehra. He's a skiddy customer, this man. And one of his strengths is that he's really getting that ball to really swing it both ways.
Could be a run out here. May not even need to take a wicket. He's gone. Kalu goes down, and he will stay down because he's out of here. Great start for India.
Harbhajan Singh holding his nerve over there. Took time. He knew that Kaluwatarana was in a position of no return. Takes his time, takes his aim, and he's hit the bullseye. Kaluwithana, bit of a hop, and on his way back into the hut.
6 for 1. That's a real waste for Sri Lanka, losing Kaluwithana for a run out. So Marvin Atapadu in his 132nd match. There's a little job to do here with the new ball. Averaging 40 against India. And 200s there, good strike rate. So he saves his best for his nearest neighbour.
Yeah, big shout here. Did Atapadu hit his pad? No, he didn't. And Asoka De Silva says the outside edge has been claimed by Digay behind the stumps. Wow, what a start for India. Zahir comes up with a wicket. And this Indian side are on fire.
Just the kind of shot in the arm for the Indians. That one really drifting away from the batsman. Feather touch. Up goes the dreaded finger, and the Indians have struck gold. 7-2.
Identical to the situation India found themselves this morning. 7 for 2 in the third over. Strike rate is terrific for Jayawardene, but he needs to really get that average up around the mid-30s. Good stroke. That is trademark Jayasuriya. A little short arm jab over mid-wicket. Lovely way to counter-attack when you're in trouble. You count out Sri Lanka while this man is at the crease.
Picked on the up, a neat roll of the wrist. Over the top, away she goes. 2 bounces into the fence.
Good fielding. There's been good pressure applied in the inner circle by the Indian fielders on the Sri Lankan side. Oh, inside edge, the old French cut. Or Chinese, whatever you prefer. It's 4.
That's a very streaky shot, Mahela Jayawardene. That one really missed the stumps by a whisker. The good old Chinese cut.
A bit of bad luck there for Nehru, who's bowled beautifully here again today without luck. Just a little early on the stroke, opened the door, and it took the inside edge and raced past the stumps for 4.
In the air. Oh, what a catch! What a catch! What a catch! Jayasuriya, you got to go, son. There's no point in hanging around. You're out. That is a magnificent catch. He's staying there. The umpire wants to see a replay. I can't believe that. That went straight into the right hand. That is a magnificent catch. The Indians here are having an absolute ball. Here's the replay.
Yeah, he's gone. It's a beautiful catch. It's a lovely catch, and definitely he's gone.
Straight into the right hand, no doubt about that. And a brilliant catch, magnificently taken by Dravid. And there's a replay on here. There we are. You can see that's inches off the ground. There was a little... Oh, was there a fumble? Was there a fumble? Hang on. Have I got this wrong? Did it touch the ground? Oh, I think he got it. I think he got it on the replay anyhow. Well, we'll have to have another look at that one. And the problem is that in situations like this, so often the batsman gets the benefit. Right, he's got it there. It pops up. And then down she comes. Now what we'll have to do is see that other replay, and we'll have to see what happens as the ball pops up in the air. I think that it was out. My gut reaction is out. I don't think the ball hit the ground. Let's see. Now that's fine. That bit there's fine. It pops up in the air, and then he gets it before it hits the ground. So I think that's all right. I think that's the end of Sana Jayasuriya, and I think it also creates a situation where they're in real trouble. The red light is on. Jayasuriya is gone. That's a big blow for Sri Lanka. Well, there we are. It's now 24 for 3. Well, from India's point of view, this is the danger man. Russell Arnold has been playing some very good cricket just lately. His overall average is 40. His strike rate is 75. He's an extremely good one-day international. He's a good cricketer, full stop. And he'll be called upon today to see if he can settle things down here. So it's a very similar lineup to the Indian lineup. Later, oh, that's bad fielding. That's bad fielding. That's the first slip up we've seen. He didn't seem to get down at all. So he's conceded 3. That should have been a single.
I'm sure Russell must be relieved. That's really bad fielding by the Indians. They should try and stop every run. Certainly it was bad fielding by Sehwag. It cost the Indians 3 extra runs. I think that was badly needed. Looking at Mahela now, he's just starting to look.
That's out. Oh, he's dropped him. He has dropped him. Oh, what's going on out there? Who's that? Is it Laxman? VVS Laxman. Oh dear. What an opportunity that was. It was steered to him. If ever there was a dolly pop catch, this was it. Have a look at this. Opens the face of the bat all day to watch it go in, and he had no idea. It never at any stage looked as if it was going to go into his hands.
Definitely, Tony, it was a bad miss. It was a pretty straightforward chance. And I'm sure the Indians must be really upset over that.
Not a very good shot, was it? He really did just open the face, steer it in the direction of slip. Oh, what a miss that was.
Edged, there's no third slip. So the single. Very wide of the man at first slip. That's gone through. That'll reach the boundary. And 4-run signal. Now, did that go through the gloves of Digay, or did that take the inside edge? Never easy when there's a deflection and the keeper standing up, but we'll take another look.
Certainly takes the edge, the inside edge. Trying to cut it there. Yes, goes through out on the inside leg of Digay. But these are very, very difficult chances. And if it had stuck, it would have been a pure reflex catch.
There's no chance here. Lucky.
Well, that's close. Yes, he's given him out. That's a huge wicket. A huge wicket there, and a bit of a verbal blast as well for the batsman as he's told to get on his way. I think it might have been Ganguly. Certainly swung around, but the Indians very happy to be shot of this man. That's a beautiful delivery. It's hit him plumb in front, and that is the end of the batsman, who I think looked like the danger man.
The man with the golden arm has struck. He's pulled a rabbit out of the hat, got the wicket when it just mattered, and the Sri Lankans on the back foot. 4 wickets down for 67.
Kumar Sangakkara, a danger man in his own right, a very, very talented cricketer. He's out there because of the LBW. There was a big appeal for caught behind, given in, and then in came Dravid, and he managed to get one to pitch, pitch and just hold slightly, and up they went, and of course that was the end of Russell Arnold.
Good stroke. Silky stroke. Sangakkara picks up his first boundary. He's been trying to play that for a couple of overs now from Ganguly. This time it pays off. And a welcome boundary for Sri Lanka. Good stroke. Vidon was up. So Jai Wardner went down the ground. He went aerial. And his best shot so far in this innings.
Lovely clean shot by Mahela Jayawardene. Quite capable of stepping a gear when he so wishes to. You saw him playing this shot on quite a few occasions yesterday, and today, under pressure, he repeats this shot quite well.
Oh, inside, he knows bowled him. Now, Jayawardene's not so sure. I've got to say, either am I. I thought an inside edge had gone for 4, but the bails are off, so one can only assume that the leg stump has been clipped by Ganguly, and that is huge. In fact, Jayawardene is walking off. One big shot too many in this over. A little bit of cut, and yes, clipping the leg stump. Digay has got the best view of all, and Jayawardene goes for 34 in Sri Lanka, 93 for 5. 23-year-old Suresh Perera has had a good tournament, hasn't he, in the Coca-Cola Cup. 56 not out to his best against New Zealand. That was in a rearguard action where Sri Lanka chasing 238 to win. We're 27 for 4. Well, he comes in now. Sri Lanka 93 for 5. Big hit. Huge hit. Pereira has just picked up half a dozen with a magnificent stroke down the ground. Effortless. As he sends Schwag way over the boundary.
That's what one associates with Suresh Perera, a clean, sweet striker of the ball, playing with the spin, getting the elevation and clearing many a mile and a camera too.
He's bowled him straight away. The bowling change has done the trick. Ashish Nehra has struck. He's got the important wicket of Sangakkara. And India now looking to get on the home stretch.
Definitely, it's a beautiful ball, and he gets a bit of inside edge, and he's bowled there.
109 for 6. Kumar Dharmasena comes out to the middle. Sri Lanka have just lost their 6th wicket. Still a long way to go. 119 more runs required. That's gone past slip, and it will reach the boundary. Third man to square. Just got the feeling that might have been an intentional shot from Dharmasena.
Certainly, it's a welcome 4 for Sri Lanka, Ravi. It's a much needed 4 for them.
Yes, he was opening the face of the blade, but that's run off the thickish outside edge. Went down to the ground, past the man at slip.
Well, that's well played. That's a beautiful cover drive. It's whistling away towards the boundary. Well, I've got to say that this Suresh Perera is a dangerous player. Don't relax yet, son. Don't relax.
Not relaxing. If there's a glimmer of hope for the Sri Lankans, he's the man. Really is a very explosive player. On that occasion, really getting stuck into that one. Into the slot. Really getting the weight right.
Back in the air. This is going to be caught out. Either that or it'll go all the way. It's a catch in the deep. It's got him. That's the end of that. The danger man is on his way. Suresh Perera caught out in the deep for a well-made 30. And I think they're really now, that is it.
Harbhajan Singh doing the trick for the Indians over here. Suresh Perera in the process of acceleration, taking the aerial route. Certainly didn't get the elevation right. Didn't find the middle of the bat. He knew the moment he hit that, that wouldn't clear. as safe as a bucket, Zahir Khan. He knows how important that wicket was. Suresh Pereira departs for a quick fire 30 or 46 balls. The Sri Lankans are 151 for 7.
I don't think he's going to win the match for them today. This is just getting out of hand now. They've got a score at 8 runs and over. Obviously, the one man out there at the moment who we know in the past has been able to hit it a little bit is Voss. He's pretty strong, but it's going to take a lot of good hits. Oh, this is run out. This is a run out. He slipped halfway down, and that's the end of that. Well, he ended up getting halfway down the pitch, and Voss had hardly moved out of his crease. I think Voss said no straight away, and Dharmasena didn't hear him. That's unfortunate.
This is Harakiri. Really did commit suicide, Dharmasena. Voss never did he respond. He slipped. Really has thrown Dharmasena to the wolves. He wouldn't like it one bit. Kumara Dharmasena departs for a well-made 22, fought well, 157 for 8.
Mathai Muralidharan arrives at the crease. I think that he only knows one way. His way is to step back just a little bit and have a go. He hasn't even bothered taking guard. He's on strike, and in comes the left-timer Zahir Khan. Oh, I tell you what, he'd stood in line there and just pushed it back down the pitch. Don't often see a batsman come out there and not bother to take guard. It's got to be all go. Oh, straight back down. Oh, I tell you what, they didn't agree with that decision. Nearly took him out.
Fired back at Sodhi. Really didn't have any reaction time whatsoever, Rithindra Sodhi. That one really pitches short. Ample time for Voss to really rock back onto the back foot and swat that straight back at the bowler. No reaction time, and look at that evasive action.
Always hit that one. That's all the way. That's going all the way for 6. Yes, into the fence it goes. Magnificent shot, Chaminda Voss. Well, is it just possible that he can get him close? 174 for 8. Difference between the runs to win and the ball still 18. They need to cut that right back. They've got to keep getting 2s and 3s and a few more 6s and 4s. Oh, he's hit that one in the air. This is going down towards square leg. This is going to be out. Oh yes, well taken. Ajita Gurkha, very safe hands, takes the catch beautifully at square leg. The end of Mathai Muralidharan, and I would suggest one little step closer to the end of Sri Lanka today.
The Indians on the threshold of a victory over here. Fantastic anticipation from Ajita Gurkha. Dug in short. Murli goes for the pull. Look at that. Very agile on the field, Ajita Gurkha. The anticipation was perfect, and he's plucked it. So Mathai Muralidharan departs for 11. The score 178 for 9.
Dilhara Fernando bowled pretty well today, generated some pace and got a few of the Indians jumping around. And I'll have to front him possibly again. Straight down the ground and well fielded. If, of course, they'd have had the best of 3 here, they wouldn't have had that extra round, and India would have all been at home right now. So on this occasion, perhaps the system might just work for him.
Yes, the interest is alive over here because they've won the last 2 games. Had they lost, well, these games would have been of little consequence. No real interest. He's gone.
That's in the air. It's going to be out. Yes, it's out. That's the end of the match. Taken in the deep. The Indian captain is on his feet. He's very happy with the way things have gone. They're alive and they're still well. They've got to win one more now to get themselves into the final. And it's amazing how those legs feel a lot better when they're 2 points in the bag. Dravid coming off the ground, played pretty well today as well. And, well, Parmesan bowled well. The Indians, as a unit today, were a better side than Sri Lanka. There can be no doubt about that.
Those high fives really tell you a story. On this occasion, Was failing to clear the ground, high up in the air, and they don't miss those. Really easy piece of cake for Harbhajan Singh. So the Indians are jubilant. Really, this has been a triumph for the spirit. Gelled together as a cohesive unit, complemented each other, handled adversity very well. In fact, they've made adversity a stepping stone to success. This Indian team has done all their countrymen proud.